Welcome, everyone, to, I'm sorry, I forgot I was doing the intro for some goddamn reason. Hi! I got distracted by Dan. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Session 8 of Pathfinder. If it's your first time here, I'm sorry.
Right, like, why?
If it's not your first time here, why? But no, we decided to stream the our weird ass Pathfinder 2nd edition sessions. We are by no means professionals. Did I say it like that?
Is there even any such thing as a professional when it comes to this shit?
Yes, they're called Critical
There are?
Role.
Oh, I was gonna say there are also like professional GMs and shit that you can like rent.
Okay, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I get that.
You could argue anybody that is officially attached to Adventurers League from Wizards of the Coast also.
If you get paid to do it, you're a professional.
Right.
Anyone that literally makes money to be a DM or a player, yes. We are not that.
I mean, technically, you're streaming and you're like affiliate with Twitch, so
I have
you're a little professional, I guess.
But where
a little, like just a little.
Look, I have yet to actually make money during one of these sessions, so you know.
Semi-pro.
Because we can't hussar you during them.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta let people know over in the Stoner Keep that we're doing this.
Let's see. When we last left off, you guys had reached Gugrate after killing a Minotaur. Got settled in at the Dancing Crab, and took some time to prepare for the arena as part of the summer festival that's happening in Gugrate as you arrived. You participated in the arena and kind of wound up being a winning by default situation. However, that being said, you did take out two creatures, the Periton and the Basilisk, netting yourselves a solid bit of cash in the meantime.
Decided to say fuck it to the Hydra because no.
Yep. You then proceeded to use those winnings and immediately put yourself in as with better gear. And as you guys were relaxing, bedding down for the evening, you had a very unwelcome visitor throughout the evening. Did not like who seemed to have a history with Lorenz of your party. After defeating him handily,
A hate moaner, if you will.
a hate
Yeah,
boner, if you will,
he had a history with Lorenz. Now he is history
with Lorenz. And after also taking care of his two squires, one of which Aslan managed to just decimate out a window. Aslan committed a Lee Harvey Oswald. And we last left off with you guys being approached by the city guard to question. Also, Mahab met some friends. Or made some friends.
in the day prior. Yeah.
In the day prior, yes.
Glenn the Duke did not.
True.
Yeah. Well, I kept him in my head, so he didn't have the chance to make worse not friends. That's the best way I could describe it.
I'm going to allow it. I'm going to allow it. So, where we pick up again, you guys are kind of getting the fifth from some very tired-looking towns guards. It is fairly late, roughly 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. And kind of just ask it. You know, they did just a general. There's two that are questioning you. There's several that are like kind of taking care of the bodies, as it were. But there's one that's okay. Well, let me get this straight. He kind of goes back into a notebook. You say you were asleep, and this person broke into your room and attempted to attack you, and you defended yourself with lethal force. And that's the story?
Yeah. Arrest him.
There's
Gently pat Pax on the shoulder.
Pax. There's nobody to arrest. That's not how this works.
Don't
I
care.
mean, they could arrest the corpses.
Why is there why was there one in the middle of the street?
Just looking real hard in a certain direction.
He tripped.
He tripped.
He did fall over. You cannot deny that he fell over.
He fell on an arrow.
We had no way of knowing if he had additional compatriots outside of the town. It was a safety precaution.
Shit. Okay. That wraps up my notes. Don't leave town for a few days. Just in case.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Last week, when that Minotaur was outside killing us, did you show up to help?
Minotaur?
Yeah, they don't know about that because we didn't let him get in the house on account of, well, somebody, basically, if you mean to start something with us, hopefully you mean to finish it because we don't let you leave, I guess.
Sir, I'm with the inner city patrol, not with the gate guards.
We do not need to be threatening the town guards.
Just looking at Lorenz. All right, all right. I'm done. We're done here. If I have any more questions, I'll be in touch. Good night. And he kind of stumbles away towards the door. Taking his, the other city guards with him. As I recall, Lorenz, you had in the last session you had the greatsword in your hands. Going to keep it or surrender it with the body?
I mean, that depends on how the authorities want to handle it.
That's fair. As of right now, it is evidence. They'll get back to you.
Okay. I will surrender with mention of liking it as part of restitutions should this investigation prove fruitless against us. Considering it part of mental anguish damages.
I'll do my best.
But what if after appraisal we find out that it was only a mediocre sword?
Well, then it would fit the mediocre man who wielded it.
I just love the pain in your face right now.
I closed my eyes so tight I could hear God. Maybe that was hell. I'm not sure. So
Was it a choir or laughing?
The empty void.
I saw God, and he flipped me off.
I went to heaven. I saw God. He told me not to come back. But no, as the city guards kind of shuffle out, kind of taking evidence with them, you guys are left alone, save Tavern Keep. Fetchling Tavern Keep. I have written down Krella. And she just, well, this has been some excitement. I'm going back to bed, but before I do, any of you like coffee?
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Yes, please.
I'll save it for till after I've had the full night's sleep.
Kind of
I
nods.
just want to block out this day for a little bit.
She nods and it takes a couple minutes, but then she comes back with effectively 3 mugs and the pot, and I'm sorry, the pot and and 6 cups, at least one for everyone, should they change their mind before she just kind of goes back upstairs, leaving you all effectively alone in the downstairs level of the inn. The only light really being the candle on your table that you are sitting.
So, let me make sure I've got this right. We've got somebody that's hunting you down, Lorenz. Or rather, a group of somebodies. We've just taken out one of their members, and now we're being told to stay put by the city guard and leave ourselves as sitting ducks.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I'm not quite keen on it myself.
Well,
We
if
proved
we do
ourselves capable of defending ourselves against them. I do not think we need to worry.
Indeed, merely an annoyance.
Save if
True.
they attack in numbers. These people are not common adventurers. The man we killed today was a bold, brash idiot. These are not simple fighters. Lawrence immediately just kind of quiets up and stares down into his coffee.
Yes, quite the bold, brash idiot indeed. And from a shadowy corner in the room, you see a figure walk out of the shadows. Very androgynous looking. Kind of tanned skin, streaks, white, silver hair. Deep, deep blue eyes. Wearing actually a 2-piece suit that very well tailored. Oh, Lorenz, can't leave you alone for more than a month, can I?
The thigh gets heavier and the shoulders slump harder.
Also, Pax, I see you're trying to sense motive. Are you trying to sense motive for Lorenz?
No, for the guy that just walked out of the shadows immediately.
Fair.
There.
Pop open your character sheet and make a perception roll. Oh wait, no, you can actually do a secret perception. Huh? We have that functionality now.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, blind perception roll.
Yes.
Blind GM roll.
Pop open. Not bad. Pop open my here where I have stats real quick.
While Pax is getting a feel for this, Ma's just gonna lean towards the Lorenz and just kind of quietly ask, "Is this someone you'd like to introduce us to?"
You may refer to me as Alicia.
My employer.
You have one of those.
Yes, long form contract employee, we shall call it.
Pax, you can't quite seem to get a read on it. Your sense motive kind of I'll get back to that a bit
Okay.
further into the conversation. Yes, employer is a word. But Lorenz is not wrong. Bold, brash idiot. Very apt for the school that you dispatched for me this evening. I do greatly appreciate
Batched for you.
Oh, you know how it is. What would you call them? Stalkers? Kind of walking up behind Lorenz and just kind of giving the shoulder rub of cockiness. You're getting so good, aren't you?
That is true.
I thought you were going to get soft. Yes, and she looks. I should say, looks to the rest of you. Well, we've not been introduced. Well, I suppose introductions haven't been made officially, though I do know you by this point. And as the conversation is happening, the figure behind Lorenz casts a spell very quickly before speaking in Dwarven. Come now, it's not polite. Speak in another language in front of a friend?
I'm just talking them down, trying to calm the room. Your presence tends to be a little jarring.
Oh, I suppose that's true. But, what can I say? You all have helped me a great deal in dispatching one of the order that hunts me, and by extension, hunting Lorenz in an attempt to get to me.
Is this being said in
This is
common,
being
or is this also Dwarven?
this is being said in your heads.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my boss.
I assume then that this is the devils that you are being associated with rather than myself.
Yes.
Very much so. However, I do appreciate you stepping up and taking initiative. Very bold.
The laws must be upheld.
Yes, it must be. But I believe you are currently all on a mission to Howhax. But of course, being locked down in this city would not help you now, would it? I'll see what I can do to smooth things over with the guards for.
How can we expect the reach of this group to extend?
Oh. Until they're dead or you're dead. Location doesn't matter. Then again, better hunting you than hunting your family now.
What looked like tired resignation at first turns into this real steely faced, dark eyed, like Lawrence's spine actually straightens the fuck up, and he just the hands tighten around the coffee. It's not fear, it's just resolute and cold.
And from somewhere out of the shadows, a slice of pizza appears in their hand and is set down in front of Thef.
Jesus.
Yes. Well, I believe, Lorenz, we both know exactly what's at stake here.
So that was never the question. I just wanted to know how where I must be.
Fair. I have luckily been able to obscure your family and from their perception. They know of you, but they do not know of your family. yet. They'll keep hunting you, especially now that they have your trail. And hopefully, they won't be smart enough to come at you as a group. Hopefully. But, I mean, it's not like you travel alone anymore. I'm sure if they do, your friends will be able to handle it. Isn't that right? You know, if you wouldn't mind a little long-term contract, I could go quite a long ways in helping ease your pains. They motion to the Zindros. Wouldn't you like to know who's truly hunting you? Or you? And they motion to Maha. Wouldn't you like to know of the more deeper mysteries of the arcane plane? Or you, little Fef? I walk over to Fef. Wouldn't you like to return to your ancestral, your clan restored?
Really didn't think you'd have anything on me, if I'm being honest.
I do my research.
Yeah.
You, Azalin, wouldn't you have the power to mete out justice where you fix that face of yours? No offense, of course. Or you, Pax?
My mom would hate you. Shut up.
Lawrence actually smirks a little bit at that.
As for your offer to me, my allegiance is already set to another. But you would know this if you truly knew me.
Yes. Yes. Ah. Well. What an interesting evening. I wanted to congratulate you, Lorenz, on dispatching one of the fools. The good work. I'll be in touch again. And with that, the figure walks back into the shadows and seems to just disappear. Pax, from your sense motive through the whole thing, from what you can tell, you have some very genuine intentions.
Maha is just rubbing his temples at this point.
Ta-ta!
Lawrence actually waves at the shadow, just a dismissive.
Zendros just starts frantically, it looks like he's scribbling in his books at this point.
Well, I suppose the secret is out now.
Yeah. Yes, it certainly is.
That is the devil I, in no uncertain terms, traded my life and soul to in order to see my family safe.
Sure know how to pick 'em.
You pick what you must in order to survive.
Guess I can't fault you on that. Suppose everyone's got to look out for their own skin.
That being said, knowing that these hunters are now so hotly on my tail, I would also not. I would understand if you would rather we travel apart. As smart as it is to travel in the group, between the Sky Pirates, the Demon Hunters, and whatever the hell else may be hunting this group, It is a growing mountain of attention. Not to mention, as easy as it is to resist now, whatever temptations Elysia might be able to bring to you.
Well, I understand your concern for us. I'm not exactly one to leave someone consigned to a certain death. At least if I can see it, come and do something about it. And, you're definitely capable, but if you are being pursued by an entire group of those bastards, I ain't exactly keen on learning of your death.
Lawrence just giving Maha a nod. Make no mistake, I do intend to kill every single one of them. This is not a fight I believe we should, nor I can run from. It is part of the contract, as it were.
I'm staying.
There is a bit of a deep breath and a sigh from Maha as you explain that, though. Just so about not getting involved in international incidents. Guess I'm kissing that plan goodbye.
Just a minor pursuit of a possibly international secret society. What else could there be?
Well, if there's anything I've wanted, it's to make sure I don't have a boring life, and this certainly goes away towards that. So,
The
not
moment you
the way
bonded
I
with me, a boring life went out of the window.
just Ma actually lets this one out in just out loud a bit instead of just a mental response of "Oh, don't I know it?"
Hey, Lorenz,
Hmm?
do they have any official power, or are they just zealots?
As far as I know, they are zealots, a religious faction. No true power within the world, but my interactions with them have largely been their grunts. Being completely honest, this is the first of their order proper I've ever encountered. So, who's to say if the others might be in stations of power, part of governance, part of clergy? I don't know.
If I may point something out, separating would be detrimental to all of us, as we have already been associated together in public. It was the display at the arenas that likely brought them to you here, yes?
More the fact that I used my real name like a fucking idiot.
Well, the matter is still the same. We are already associated with you. If we separate, they may still come after one of us to try and get to you. So staying together is still the wiser option.
Serious reason. I will not. If I see the opportunity to strike at one, I will make sure the deed falls on my hands and not involve you unduly, but as a matter of protection and companionship in this time, I do appreciate it.
I think I'd have already proven that I will strike if there is a proper window of opportunity.
I more fear what I have already spoken of. These may wind up being, in some places, important people, and I will be made to kill them, regardless of where they are in society. If there is one that heads a church in a small city, or a large one, we'll kill him. Of this now. This is a quest of death, first and foremost. Mine or theirs.
There's a definite sigh from Aha at this point. It's like, well, I can kiss ever taking my political emissary job goodbye.
And then, yeah, Lawrence definitely gives a head tilt and an eyebrow quirk at that one.
Well, I get the feeling that if we're like to be accessory to more or less assassinations, I'm probably not going to be welcome at many negotiating tables.
If we're doing the assassinations good, then we're not gonna, or people won't know that you're part of it.
Potential assassinations.
Alleged assassination.
They aren't assassinations yet. We haven't made them. They're not happening yet.
Alleged potential assassinations.
There you
This is entrapment.
Oh well. Can't say it was my most fond career anyway.
Dad always says it's not murder if it's self-defense.
I don't think self-defense quite applies if we're seeking them out.
Open the dialogue box and hit taunt until it drops down to 0 and they get mad enough to attack, and then town guards will help and you can run them for all their shit.
Dad said that too.
Not that kind of RPG, unfortunately. But yes, most of the things they will likely be seeking me out, so we have that advantage at hand. But yes, if we stumble on one, it will be more proactive than reactive at that point. Cat's being a little butthole.
Well, after this eventful night, is there anything else you guys talk about or do?
I'm good.
Not particularly for me, no.
Yeah, I think Ma's kind of got the answers he wanted out of it.
Okay.
A night to sleep and process sounds good.
I'll head back to your rooms. After a while, get back to sleep. Does take a little bit, but everyone does go to sleep. And things continue. You wake up in the morning, bright and early, feeling tired, but could be worse.
At least we're breathing.
Yes. Head downstairs, get your breakfast, get your coffee. Excuse me. And as you guys are in the middle of breakfast, a town guard enters the inn, and kind of makes his way over to your table. Just, hello, I have been sent from the town captain guard. Yes, you are no longer required for questioning or to stay in the town, and here is your sword back. And he takes out a um carrying case effectively, and just kind of set very long carrying case, sets it on the table. Just, have a good day, and just turns and just jets the fuck out.
There are some benefits to the deal, I must say. As he like just spoons some fucking porridge into his mouth, basically.
That's gonna get Maha to raise an eyebrow. Just
Pardon's a pun, but is a hell of a negotiator.
I hate.
I see.
I too am filled with nebulous anger, but not about that. That was funny.
At least the devil will honor its word.
That is true. Reliable is that way.
I don't suppose you'd mind me asking how exactly you ended up associated with one such as them.
It's actually a remarkably simple story. My family was destitute, and that word is too kind for just how poor we really were. We had nothing. My brothers and sister and I were gang urchins at the tender age of 8, uh, robbing other children for food and small coin, running thievery gambits on merchants, adults. My mother and father were good people who would only take honest work for dishonest people and their dishonest coin. My father grew very sick, and I have always been. My brothers are creative. My sister is brutish to a fault. But I I have always seen how poorly they were all treated. And as such, as a young man, I sought any way to save my family. And one day, the wealthy business person came along, promising to see my family well, see me paid, educated. I learned to read, write, speak languages. I was taught the sword, to cast spells. When my father nearly died, and he was taken to a doctor within the noble area of Duver. Seen to immediately, no questions asked, saved his life. And for such a windfall of luck, the trade was simple. My life in service and my bond to the one you met last night. It was a simple deal. My life for theirs is an easy bargain.
Suppose in your circumstances there was no other choice.
No. It was die or do this, and I would do anything rather than let my family die. Selling my soul to a devil seemed a paltry matter at the time. Still is in some small way. And so my family started a tavern. My father sings there fucking terribly. My brother runs a business, my sister runs the security, and my mother does what she pleases, which is usually work too much. And as long as I am out here, doing as I am doing, and killing the people I mean to kill, they are safe.
So is that why you took on the delivery job in the first place then? To get closer to them?
Being perfectly honest, I had no idea their reach expanded out this far into the world. The delivery job is part of being a business associate of the demon, of the devil. Outside of this particular matter, I am something of a envoy man, business runner, numbers cruncher. I do help with the business. That's not a joke there. I am not quite the partner, but right-hand man would be a good title. When the devil cannot do or what the devil cannot do, I do. I run the package. I make the visit.
You get your hands dirty.
That too. I do the works that must be done. There's a scene.
Such is the Vayashat arrangements.
I'm lucky enough to know that at least my boss won't stab me in the back without due order on the paperwork. As you said, the devil keeps its word.
So, by the way, I'm assuming someone probably going to pop open the case that was delivered at some point, and yes,
Oh yeah, I planned the conversation.
right. There is a let me find my notes again.
Speaking greatsword.
Yeah, it is actually, yes, it is a it has a striking rune on it and a weapon potency +2 rune.
Yes. Well, these runes can be scavenged, and the sword itself will be something of bait for the enemy. They will either want this recovered or see my taking it as simply an act of aggression. Frankly, I just want the runes.
Now, the remainder of our voyage should be rather eventful.
Krella, by the way, coming by to refill coffee or orange juice or water as needs be. Very attentive.
I'm gonna sneak some of my booze into my coffee, obviously.
That's fair.
Pulling the carrying case off the table as Carlo comes by the way, not being an absolute fucking dickhead about it.
Right, of course, of course. Hey, so breakfast had, everyone fed. Maha, you do get the daily health back. I don't believe you're
Right.
at full health yet.
It's 3 times con mod, right?
Yeah, your level times con mod, which 3. So
Yeah. So 6 health back, so that puts me at 41. Okay.
yeah,
So I'm nearly up to par. Just little bit of general soreness and such.
right. You're bruising, but the bruises are starting to turn yellow as opposed to getting worse, as it were. So you guys head out. Well, actually, no. It's early morning. What are you guys gonna do? What is the plan, party?
We never were able to get around to trying to figure out anything about airships, though, were we?
No, not yet.
Right.
Yeah, that might
Even
be
though
something.
Maha
to-
himself is not super keen on it, there is something to be said for just expediting the journey out. But
Yeah, I would say, from gathering information, you guys can tell if you go by foot, the trip to Auhax on foot will probably take about another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, depending on travel conditions. By airship, it'll take about 4 days. Because increased speed and as the crow flies, obviously.
right. Well,
How would people rather travel?
I'll admit I'm still not excessively keen on the idea of potentially being shot out of the sky again.
What are the odds that'll happen twice?
Fuck all the way off.
Entirely.
Like fuck off until you see the sign that says no fucking off beyond this point. Dream the impossible dream and fuck off beyond that.
Like, Shel Silverstein, where the sidewalk ends. Go until you find sidewalk again.
God damn it.
Oh god. If I had a nickel for every time I was shot out of the sky by an airship, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't that much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
And frankly, with the the shit that we're getting up to, that's if it only happened twice, I'd consider us lucky.
Yeah. Also, for the record, actually, 1 second. Do actual math. My brain. Sorry, carry on.
Well, I think since we've already invested a bit in supplying ourselves with these horses and the
Holy
wagon
shit.
and such.
Cam, fuck.
Oh no. On a scale of 1 to 1, 1.
I didn't even think that was going to work. Oh no.
I've dreamed the impossible dream. I've rolled nothing and gained nothing.
God damn it.
I tried typing /r 1d6.5. It just rolls the d6.
That's fair.
Well, I gotta test
Damn,
something then.
you mean there aren't half sides to dice? What bullshit is this?
Well, we can always sell the horses and the wagon if we do not wish to keep them.
It's true. Out this way, a horse and wagon can catch a fine price for a merchant or otherwise in the city.
I'm going to miss the Volkswagen.
But first, we should see what even the course for an airship would be. if it is logical to wait for one to arrive after having just been given a quick ticket out of the city, as it were.
Well, suppose there's no hurt in asking.
No, not at all. I believe that is the focus for the day, then.
I realized, by the way, I had my microphone on a 360 radial as opposed to directional audio.
Well,
I
Sorry.
do love that feature, though.
Oh, right. It's so good. Cam, I think you were going to say something? Or did I?
Yeah, I need to make a trip back to Xavier's because I forgot to pick up a armor potency rune that day everybody went back.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So I will
That's
do
when
that
you
while
get
everybody else
some
goes
arrows.
check on airship info.
Okay. What was that, Aslan?
And Aslan needs to buy some more arrows as well. But
Gotcha.
simple.
Right. I believe it's 3 silver pieces.
I think it's 1 silver. Well, normal rate I think is 1 silver piece for 10.
Right. Oh, no, you're right, Yeah. 1 silver piece for 10. So, buy as much as you wish.
1,000 arrows. Got it.
Oh, fuck. I feel like that might go over your bulk limit.
see, here's the thing.
That's what the Volkswagen is for.
We're gonna say we're gonna turn the Volkswagen into a Hwacha.
Shit.
Glinthatook, light up the fucking Hwacha. Glinthatook, I spit poison.
Did I fucking stutter? Light it up.
Speed hot fire.
Lorenz, could you summon your person to light up the Hwacha for us?
Or I can use a fire spell that I have.
No, literally summon a devil to light our fucking siege weaponry for us, because it's a big dick power move.
That is true. Also,
Colin, then just like after they light it up, just turn over and just thanks, Satan.
That's not my. Oh, fuck it.
It's pronounced Satine.
thank you very much.
Pronounced Satan. Thank you.
That's fake meat.
Introducing Mr. Satan. You think that they know Hail Satan?
Yeah, they do.
Hail Satan. Yeah, they know. Oh, that's one of my favorite bits. So, Pax, you were actually fairly easily head to Xavier's, able to pick up armor potency rune.
It's 160, so I'm just going to drop 16 platinum out of my.
Okay. Yep. He kind of smiles and just what are your plans? What do you guys? Oh, that echoes a little bit back, Cam. By the way. The echo on your end is a little back.
God, fucking.
I'll be right back. I'm grabbing a quick drink.
So, what are your plans for going forward?
Try not to die.
Always solid.
That's a more immediate concern, not like a nebulous. I don't want to die.
Yeah, immediate plans. Getting the fuck out of here.
Someone tried to break into our rooms and kill Lorenz last night.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Really?
Jerk with a big sword.
Did you happen to catch a name? What happened to the body?
The town guard took the body.
Did give you a name also? Yes, I gave everybody the name.
Yes.
He also announced it when he was in the room, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vorma the Shining Blade.
Yeah. Because he was pretentious.
Like a goddamn Diablo enemy.
He's fucking He's Armstrong. He's Major Armstrong.
Yep.
He's got to refer to himself in third person.
Lord Darius Morgan. Yes, the whole term. Yes, every time.
So yes, I will relay the name along to Xavier.
Interesting. Oh. Oh, that is And you're sure he's okay?
Well, no, that guy's dead.
Lorenz. Is
Oh, yeah.
Lorenz okay?
He had a case of commit die
I love
of
Pax.
Kermit suicide.
So Lorenz is fine.
Physically, yeah. He seems a little angry, concerned.
Understandably, given dances. Give me one moment.
Okay.
And Xavier kind of steps into the back of the shop. Gone for like 30 minutes before coming up with a jeweler's box, effectively. Please pass this along to Lorenz for me, if you would, please.
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we may end up leaving sooner. I'm not sure. The rest of the group are checking about airships. If we do, thank you for all your help.
Thank you for your help. It has been, I've seen a much bigger boom in business ever since the challenge. It's been wonderful, to say the least.
Pax is going to call upon long unused but known manners and just give a slight bow.
Xavier offers out his hand for a firm, yet polite handshake.
I will accept that handshake.
Yeah. In very similar to as we were just mentioning Armstrong, just muscles. Yes, please do. Give my holy shit, Warden. Please give my regards to Lorenz when you see him.
Of course.
And he nods before starting to help another customer in the store effectively. See TJ making a face. All good? All good? All good, man? All good, man.
You should be more worried when he stops making a face.
Yeah, you turn over and it's just completely blank, just flat skin.
Yeah, straight Mexican.
Oh no.
More like, oh, no face.
He become the question.
Why I try.
Why do any of us?
To get better.
For the memes, really.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's always for the memes.
And when I meme.
And when I meme. No. So, while Azalin is out procuring arrows, Pax is out procuring an armor potency rune and a gift for Lorenz, the rest of you have gone to the air dock quarter of the city. Not quarter, but the air dock portion of the made up of about 4 different towers, kind of closer to the northeast part of town of the city. of varying heights, but with more than enough clearance between each other. And the area between the 4 towers is almost like a pop-up bazaar, except it's people kind of hawking their ships and their itineraries, where they're going, and what kind of, if they're taking on crew, if they're taking on cargo, that kind of stuff.
So it's like in the first episode of Firefly.
Yes.
Now exactly what this looks like in my head.
That's what it looks like in my head, so I mean, you're not far off. Clearly. So, you guys are, walking around through this market trying to find a ship that is going your direction effectively. Give me, if you would please, trying to think if it would be society or perception. You know what? I'll let you pick or choose, society or perception.
Okay. Is that right? Some real quick. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Society. Oof.
Cue Joker references.
Right. Fef, you as well. You're with them.
Oh boy.
You're helping.
There's the Joker.
Does he even really live in a society? By that role, no.
No, Theft does not, in fact, live in a society. I'm surprised he didn't go with perception.
That would have made more sense.
But Lorenz, you're actually the one that is best off. You managed to find a ship that is actually going to Auhax, is taking on passengers, and has enough room for the entire party. Unfortunately, they do not have room for the horses or the cart. They are leaving within the next day. They are not set to leave immediately, but effectively, if you choose to go with travel with them, they would be effectively set to leave whenever you guys are ready, with a preference for leaving within the next 24 hours, I should say. Right. To amend my previous statement.
So is this would necessitate the selling of the wagons and horse, and do we
I think I just saw the Potemkin from Strive in TJ's glasses.
Yeah, because society.
He's listening to the Potemkin Strive theme song.
Yeah. So I suppose we only have about 5 bulk on the Volkswagen. The 3 bulk is a 3 bulk of the mead cast and an extra longbow, which is 2 bulk. So taking that on as a party wouldn't be too difficult, and we can obviously exclude the extra 2 bulk for water and feed for horses, because we wouldn't need to take that with us because we're not taking the horses with us.
True.
We could probably also sell the longbow.
That's true. I think that was
So it's up to her.
Right. But yeah, that also being true, so comes down to it, we can literally just take the 3 bulk mead cask with us, and that doesn't overload us really.
Not even.
We won't need to worry about it by the time we've landed, I'm sure.
Probably. I'm more throwing it out there in terms of carrying capacity. purely mechanically getting rid of the Volkswagen and the horses. While disappointing because I too will miss the Volkswagen. In pure terms of inventory, all we would have to take on is the 3 bulk mead cask.
I still can't believe they fucking named it that.
Who was it? It was Feth that wanted to buy the entire cask, wasn't it?
Yes.
Of fucking course it was. Like, who the fuck else would it have been?
Yeah, unofficially Feth's mead cask.
Is said hobgoblin capable of carrying said mead cask for himself?
Fuck no.
No, I was carrying it.
I'm sure I could get it to a point where I could carry it if y'all give me a few hours.
Jesus.
I have a
As
question.
long as you're not throwing up on the side of the airship.
I actually have a question, just purely out of
no.
character mechanical.
Yes.
Medium characters are considered 2 bulk as well?
What?
If you have to carry a party member.
Yes.
Yes.
I see why you're asking.
If we put Feth in the barrel and let him swim in it to finish drinking it, I could carry both of them still. I actually have enough for that.
You're suggesting that we mead pickle Feth so that Feth can then mead pickle themselves from the inside.
Yes.
So we've got some serious infection going here.
And then
I wholeheartedly object.
I don't. That was really good.
So that one made Jake mad. I could see that in his reaction. That one made him mad.
I don't know if mad or just given up on, like, if actively trying to will themselves dead.
I think his faith in God has been destroyed in this moment.
I'm very sad I don't have alcohol right now. Holy fuck.
Just get in the mead barrel.
During our
Did you still leave that bottle of Jameson at the Campbell's?
Yes, actually. I might have to go run and get alcohol during our mid-session break.
That was one I would require a smoke for.
That was rough. It was rough, buddy.
Yeah, I have a pair of pens I'm about to just blow my face off with.
No,
something
stop.
Was it good for you?
TJ got my reference, and that's all I needed, frankly.
I didn't hear the reference, but I don't know if I'd get it either way.
Don't need it.
No.
But yes, regardless, we have the ability. Pax at least has the ability to carry the mead cask. Feth has the ability to make it lighter. This will be fine.
I really hope this is being discussed out loud so that Maha could just stare in awe.
Sadly, no, because I'm not there.
Right, yeah, no, this was just a purely logistics conversation.
just a mental exercise. Oh. Fuck.
You're a monster.
Frisbee.
Indeed. But yeah, in terms of actual in-game, would have to gather the party back together to discuss that with them. But so it is going to Alhax. It has room for all of us, and it is leaving within 24 hours by preference. Yes? Correct?
Yes, that is correct. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were reciting everything to the party. So I
was bouncing these things off of you to be like, I remember these correctly, yes?
Yes, which you did, which is why I was like, oh, yeah. Yep. That's why I thought you were talking to everyone else, because I was like, oh, you got it perfect. Good job.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. I was distracted by pickled hobgoblin, so that helped me.
It's more like it's pickling, but in the way that you preserve peaches by just submerging them in honey for months on end. We're effectively turning the hobgoblin into an alcoholic dessert.
He's already a
Wait,
snack.
you mean they aren't already?
I mean, he's already a snack.
Hey.
And, and I think he's bordering on alcoholic.
I'm
Maybe.
Actually, I take that back. That's a charisma of 10, Chief. I'm joking, of course.
I'm not saying that if certain animals bit you and drew blood, they would have to immediately start making Constitution saving throws in order to save against alcohol poisoning. What I will say is that some animals can't process alcohol the same way our bodies can, and they are at danger of biting Fef.
Yeah, it's called a defense mechanism. Get on my level.
Yeah, you're basically venomous or toxic.
Just slap a sticker on Fef that says 20% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
This is my party.
I cast Floating Hands on Fef.
Wait, so
Oh no!
wait, so are goblins just Irish then?
Ooh.
I'm not apologizing. Love you, Jake.
Nice work, Dan. You finished one.
It's not that hard.
Oh.
Phrasing!
Cut that shit out right now.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
After the stream.
What the fuck?
And by the way, the cost is 300 gold total.
Oh, for the whole party?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So selling
Um,
horse and wagon would definitely help them to that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be 50
hell.
gold per person, effectively.
That ain't cheap.
No.
I've got enough to cover my share.
Here, let me just
I could do my share and one other person. It would disallow me from transferring that striking 2 rune to somebody's
As long as people have at least 5 platinum from the winnings, then each person can afford their own.
right. That's what I'm saying. If I was forced to cover somebody's, which I don't believe I should be, just as a heads up, I wouldn't be able to move that the weapon potency 2 rune over, because it will cost me, because it's not coming from a rune stone, 93.5 gold, because it's 10% of the rune's cost.
here, Jake, just for convenience's sake. Is that enough for me to find the wagon?
I mean, yeah.
Because that's where they are.
Yeah, we parked it right outside of our tavern, so
Yeah.
Oh, I figured they took it with them, wandering
No.
through town.
no.
I don't know.
It's a pretty big wagon. It's not exactly convenient for use as a shopping cart.
I was attempting to rejoin the party, but I rolled terribly.
I mean, you know where they're going. To look after an airship, it would not be hard, effectively.
Once we're in the same district, essentially.
Right.
Yeah, once the party gathers back up, obviously relaying the information that we've discovered, the airship and the price and the timing and all that.
So, as best I can tell from what I remember, nobody is going to have enough to get both a ticket for themselves and cover cost of the Potency 2 transfer.
Well, how much is that going to cost again?
It's
90
yeah, it's 3 gold for the rune and 50 each for the airship.
I have like 10 platinum left.
Yeah,
Right, same.
legitimately, I'll only be like 10 gold shy.
Yeah, I have 9.8 plat just to make things.
So yeah, if it literally like, it's really not an issue at that point then.
Okay.
I will be, I'm sorry, I would literally be 3 gold. 3 gold shy of being able to, or 6 gold. 6 gold shy of being able to do the transfer after buying my own ticket. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal if people have so much left over.
Well, I say we buy our tickets and then sell the wagon, just in case. Probably better not to do it in the opposite order.
Put the ship before the cart.
That's a bad idea.
All right.
So we are then committing to the airship idea, yeah.
It would be the most efficient method, I think.
Gesturing towards Maha with the obvious concerns at hand.
Ma just like turns his head skyward for a bit, closes his eyes, and you see his mouth moving a little bit as he just does a bit of a silent prayer. It's like, okay, I made my peace. Let's do it.
It's a good habit.
Not one I expected to have to be forming, but well, there's a lot of things I haven't expected out of this trip.
So yes, so minus 50 gold each for the tickets.
Yes, and it's just effectively the pretty elf boy that is the crier for the ship just takes your gold. Cool. Ours is the fair wind.
I do hope so.
It's the one up there. It kind of points to a ship up there, to an airship up there. You let us know whenever you're ready, and we will set off.
Well, how quick we want to shove off then? Just looking about to everybody.
If anybody else has business they would like to conduct before we are off and away, it would be wise to do so now. Leaving soon seems wise.
I have no business to attend to. I would prefer to be out of here as quickly as possible, but that's just me.
I have a small bit of business. Hens Lorenz the box.
What is
Xavier
this?
asked me to give this to you. Told
Ah,
him what happened and that we might have to leave, and he went and got this.
huh. I see. Thank you. I'll open the box.
Inside is a sealed envelope of a letter and a runestone.
Oh shit! What kind?
Hold on, let me make sure. Check to identify rune.
If they're on runestones, it shouldn't be.
Right. It's a wounding runestone.
Oh! Oh! Ah. Then Lawrence's eyes just kind of go wide and then closes the box. I suppose I should say thank you before we go. So not a few moments business, and then we should. I will be concluded in the city. Yeah.
Well, still have to sell the wagon and horses first.
That is true. I leave that to you, kind people. The sooner we can both be done with our business, the sooner we can all leave.
I think Maha might actually try and just take one more visit to the historians.
Okay. All right. Maha. Head off.
It was the Draconic Historians League, right?
Yes. And as you find obviously where their headquarters, you run into fairly quickly actually Christoph von Ziegler, der Hansler, Hansled, Hansel. Haha, I have shit
Is
handwriting.
that the full name?
Christoph von Ziegler, der Hansel. Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, were all of those H's at the end different names that it just keeps running on?
Yeah, he's been through a lot of marriages, and every single time his wife just doesn't want to take his last name, so it just keeps getting amended, and it's a problem. No,
Lots of hyphens.
no. Yeah, I was like, what did I write? What the fuck is my handwriting?
Love it.
Ah, aha. What? To what do I owe the honor? I owe the privilege of this visit.
Well, this may be the last time I'm able to make any sort of visit for quite some time. We are actually, my compatriots and I are making for our hacks quite a bit sooner than expected.
Really? Ah, wonderful.
There was a bit of urgency to expedite our departure.
Well, I hope everything is okay.
For now. But I just wanted to ensure that if there were anything that I were to come across, or if I needed any more information from you, you wish that I make contact. Is there any particular way that I could do so while out of the city proper?
Yes. We have a mailing address here, obviously. He kind of writes it down very quickly. However, if you would like, do you have knowledge of the spell message?
I'm trying to remember. I think I
I'm sorry,
do
sending?
not.
Sending?
I cannot say that I'm familiar with that particular spell casting, no.
I see. Unfortunate, however. There could very well be, if you find yourself in a city, I'm sure it would not be hard to find a spellcaster of high enough level that would be willing to do a sending spell for you. That would be a way to get back.
Very well. I'll be sure to seek one out if it requires the urgency. But if I'm able to reach by mail, hopefully it should be a little easier and a little more, a bit more of good news and not something quite so hectic.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. And happen to find yourself out near the area we talked to, or we talked about. Greatly appreciate if you look into it. Report back your findings.
I'm not sure how soon we would be able to turn course out that way, but if we are, I suppose a little bit of exploration wouldn't go amiss.
Appreciate it.
But I'd best not keep my friends waiting too long, so I will once again thank you for the rather informative history lesson that my partner has not quite weighed in on, but I'm sure it Mao just like pauses a bit and like mentally braces for whatever reprimand he expects from Glinthaduk.
Glinthaduk just. I'm done caring. I'm done being upset.
That actually gives Mao a pause. Just like, wait, that's possible?
What does that mean?
There it is.
Yes, it is possible. Besides, I must admit, curious myself as to what kind of weapon the mortal races could devise that could possibly do mortal injury, mortal harm to my glorious race.
The composite longbow wasn't terribly difficult, actually.
I was gonna say rat
Wait.
poison.
Yeah, Ma's just gonna give
Weird.
a
Roland just suddenly died out of nowhere.
yeah, Ma gives just a little short, graceful bow to I already forget the fucking name.
Oh,
Christoph, was it?
Christoph.
Yeah.
Christoph van Ziegelen der Hansel.
Yeah. Gives a short bow to Christoph and says,
Proper imperial name, Matt.
"I shall send word if I find anything."
We appreciate it.
Off to regroup.
Alrighty. Azalin, as you are out doing your ritual outside of the city, you are left alone for doing your ritual. However, as you come back into the city gates, you were actually met with a familiar face, Captain Tim Werner. Oh, that was a interesting sight to behold. Nubo?
Indeed. That is what the horns of the Minotaur were for.
That's metal as fuck.
No, it's wood and bone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, wood and horn is what you would say, but anyway.
No, you know what? You're right. I misspoke. That's on me. I apologize.
Holy shit!
That's on me. However, yes, certainly a story to tell.
You're flustered. Are you all right?
Yes, yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well.
Good. That's good. You've been enjoying the city?
It has been less unpleasant than most other cities I've been to.
I'll take that as a win. Kind of runs his fingers through his hair. Well, how long are you and your friends planning to be in the city?
I believe our plan is to be leaving as soon as possible.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Glad you stayed when you did. Well, for as long as you did, however. I managed to catch you guys in the arena. That was well done, especially against that basilisk. Your friend with the heavy armor and the sword. Great fighter, great fighter. Not that
Adept at getting the attention of large beasts that want to try to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, of course, not saying anything bad about you or anything. I mean, you were great too.
Hold on, I'm doing a self roll for a moment.
Oh boy.
Sure. It seems you are dancing around something.
No, what? No, what? Me? No, 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 no. Don't worry about it. You're leaving town soon. Just you know, you ever come back this way? Give us a shout out. We'd love to. You know.
Do you wish to fornicate before our departure?
You watch his face just go straight, almost as red as your skin. Uh, 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 uh. I'm sorry.
Well done.
When the Count from Sesame Street is buffering.
Okay, that was a good one. That was a
That
real.
was really good.
Holy shit! Woo.
I like how we're now almost 2 hours into session and at least half of it has just been verbal shit posting.
That's what we do.
That's tabletop
It's
RPG.
been verbal shit posting, but progress is being made.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I like to inject comedy every once in a while.
It's practically
We
a
all do.
necessity.
And he's just like, I mean, you want to?
Friend, this is when you say yes.
Becky, let me smash.
Becky, I got blue.
I got you, Blue. But does he got stick?
See, Aslan's gonna stop and think for a moment. Just kind of shrug. It's just buffering.
Is that a yes?
I am not opposed to it.
Now you're not gonna. Every time you make that sound, you're gonna hear the count.
You can't unhear it.
Fuck! God damn it, Dustin. And Tim just okay. I get off my shift in like 4 hours.
I do not know the timetable in which my friends wish to leave. But then I do not think they will leave without me.
Cool. I'll see you then. And he just kind of nods and just kind of turns and stumbles back to the guard post. Just the fuck? Just what? Hello? Eh?
And Aslan will go rejoin the group at that point.
F's just gonna slow clap that.
Lorenz, you're on your way
Hello.
back. Yes, you're on your way back to Xavier's shop.
Quite.
Yes. You enter dark, cold hill, I should say. It is in a desert.
Okay.
He looks up as you enter. Oh, I didn't think I'd get a chance to see you again before you left.
Quite the same, actually. But when we had the time, I did want to thank you. for this? And he just kind of gestures to the box.
Of course, of course, it only felt natural to give you a parting gift along your way, either for you or one of your allies. Not sure which one of you would actually have better use for it.
We'll figure that out. I haven't read the letter, of course.
Well, okay. Hey, that's great.
I could now, though, if it is important.
No, that's fine. It's okay. You don't need to read it now. That's. I feel like a schizophrenic. Holy shit.
I do not know if I shall be back, is the thing I most wanted to say.
Uh. Oh. How long until you leave?
Within the day, likely as not.
And he kind of looks around the shop, walks over to the door, flips the sign to closed, locks the door. Shall we make the most of it then?
Just seemed like the best use of our time.
Excellent. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our break. Ah.
So, am I gathering that the musical theme during our break should be "Careless Whisper"?
Yes.
Yes. But it's a high school band rendition.
Wow,
No.
you're being generous. I would have gone with kazoo.
Plays off key, off beat, office theme.
Cam, I'm gonna one up you from
Hmm.
Kazoo to Automaton.
Hold on.
That would actually be good, though.
One moment, I need to.
Actually, no. What we clearly need is for Dustin to just pull out the guitar and just start jamming out "Careless Whisper" on his new 7-string.
Oh god, Wright's death metal version of fucking Careless Whisper. Doom, 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 doom.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's an Automaton version already.
Of course, there is. You kidding?
I'll just down tune that 7th string to fucking C, and then have tune it down to C, and then have it be drop C, tuning on the other 6.
Also, I love that playlist is called Sick Nasty Fuck Jams, and the only thing on it is Heart of Glass.
Well, what else do you need?
I suppose that is true.
Oh fuck. That being said, we're gonna take
Yes, that is what's happening.
Yes.
Yes, for 2 of you, in fact. We'll take our break. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, give or take. Whenever I get back, effectively.
How long it takes Oro to get back with alcohol?
Yes. Unironically, yes.
Hella dab, because are you gonna like go for real?
Yes.
Nice.
So, by the way, whoever took care of selling the horses and cart, you get 35 gold per horse and 50 gold for the cart.
So 120 gold total.
Yes.
No, we had 3 horses.
Oh, that's right.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Because 2 were pulling the cart. Yeah, we had 3 total. Each one had like 2 people. Well, good. I don't remember the decision, but we did have 3 horses.
I forgot that myself. Actually, I forgot. I think it was 2 for some reason. But yes, so 35 per horse.
2 were pulling the cart. Yeah.
50 for the cart. Yeah.
155.
Yep.
And effectively, you guys have already gotten half price off on your airship travel. Actually. That being said, like I said, we'll be right back in a short moment. Refreshments, time, and when I get back, we shall continue on. Yeah.
So, I went looking to see if there was a cover of Careless Whisper done with the Vuvuzela. There is not, but I think I found something better / worse.
Okay, I just got back, and what the hell is this that's in the memes chat, Cam?
Oh, so I don't know if anybody was here. I went looking for a Vuvuzela cover of Careless Whisper, and it doesn't exist. And I found this instead. And knowing Jake's issues with the song, I just posted it. It's exactly what it looks like.
God. I'm I'm scared of the upcoming chorus. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just looking so terrified at the actual chicken though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, Cam, I think my favorite thing about that video is how the chicken just completely disregards everything that's going on around it.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? Also, I've made a shit post just to mess with Jake. It's Toto by Africa.
Nice.
I'm not even sure he's going to get that. I don't care.
Fuck.
I bet TJ will get it.
TJ might get it, yes. I heard you curse softly in the back there too, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, the title for the episode is clearly Careless Whisper.
Shit.
Also, hello, we're back.
Hey.
TJ will be rejoining us shortly. Bathroom real quick.
Okay.
So,
I left you things.
I saw.
Do you get the second one?
I do. Fuck off.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. He's so mad. I just saw the pure hate in your face.
I made it myself just for you.
I appreciate
That
it.
makes it even worse.
Yeah, but it's just not Pathfinder night if we don't make Jake hate existence.
It's true. Oh man. Now,
Also, I wish to report that Malcolm is working some serious weekend hours.
oh, wonderful.
He is sleeping hard in his work chair.
That's good. That's Dave, Dustin, are you guys back?
No, apparently not.
Let me go get a quick check on Dustin. I think he might still be jamming.
Hello, Twitch chat. If anyone before we get back to it, I figured I'd say lovely, lovely viewers. You're all wonderful.
You are all extremely virile and sexually attractive.
Much like Lorenz and Azalin.
I suppose that's true.
It's scientifically proven now.
I just noticed the image of Toto by Africa.
I'm glad TJ immediately got Toto by Africa.
That's really good.
I made it.
I could, yeah. That has that special quality of like a crafted,
30 hours in Microsoft Paint.
I
right?
am back.
Oh, man.
I started writing something on break that is actually cramping up my wrist playing it now. So,
Oh,
but it's quite technical and I love it. It reminds me of some Skeleton Witch stuff. So,
ooh.
That's a solid reference.
1 sec. Yeah, I gotta get my headphones back on.
That's
favorite
We're doing one more round of Dab Ashes. Frax is down here with me.
Hi, Frax.
favorite
Yeah,
band
Frax,
right
yeah.
now is Skeleton Witch.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Apparently, something needs to be heard.
No. I specifically said word, not
Okay.
hi.
There we go.
Oh yeah, so everybody gets 25 gold basically, and then there's like 8 silver and 3 copper left. I think
Oh, okay. From the
wagon and horses.
yeah.
I guess Lorenz can have it. He named it.
That's fair. So I get an additional what?
8 silver, 3 copper. I think is how that works out.
Uh, 155 divided by 6 ways would be 25 gold and 8 silver, 3 copper per person, not with that left over.
Oh, I fucked that up. All right, well everybody gets a little bit more money.
Well, 25 6 ways is 150, leaving 5 gold left over to split between 6 people. Should be 8 silver, 3 copper a person.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to bother splitting it that way, Aslan has a lot of money. She doesn't need the extra gold, so everybody else is going to stick an extra gold, and Aslan take 25.
That is a little easier, yes.
Okay.
Everybody gets 26 gold. That's not Aslan.
Fair. So, as we rejoin the session, everyone gathering back up after business and liaisons, heading out in onto the airship, the Fairwind, heading off out of Gugreat towards Alax. You all have 4 days of downtime. Let's see. Pax, what would you like to spend your downtime doing?
I'd like Lorenz to put the armor potency rune on my leather armor.
Okay.
We need to figure out what to do with that weapon potency 2 rune.
Right.
I'll take it. I mean, if nobody else wants it.
I mean, shit.
I don't think it's that nobody wants it. It just needs to be discussed.
We have a
what
lot
to
of
do with
people
it.
it would be usable on
Right.
in terms of effectiveness.
And honestly, like I'm joking. I have both my hands and my crossbow enchanted, and my rapier's mostly for show. Honestly, at this point, so like,
Lorenz, I'm assuming you're putting that rune on your bastardly sword.
Yes, I am putting it on the sword of conceived before marriage.
Fuck.
This sword was blacksmith out of wedlock. Extra potency for potential crits would do you a lot of good based just on that rune alone.
True. I just don't want to take all the shit, basically.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you get hammered out of wedlock.
ooh.
It would, being that
Look, glass houses.
right, being that both Maha and Aslan also only use one weapon and it benefits their entire kit. Whereas I've got a lot of things that add to my weapon strikes. It might also be quite effective on them too.
This is also true.
Especially considering I believe with of course Aslan, that also goes into like the flurry of bows and stuff like that. And with Maha, that actually the bonuses from your hand wraps additionally go to Glinthatu.
They go to both of his unarmed attacks, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
that's technically
Claws.
yeah, that's technically boosting 2 party members then.
Yeah, you're right.
Ideally, I shouldn't end up in hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
I'm less
But
like I'm
Clint the
not
Toke should.
Yes.
right. But yeah, no. If having those hand wraps does mean that if I'm stuck like in melee and forced, like I don't really have spells at my disposal, I can still get a couple of good wallops in there.
Right. And on a personal level, I'm always down with buffing the dragon. I don't know about everybody else.
I need you to think real hard about that phrasing.
No, I know exactly what the fuck I said, and I stand by it.
Please buff the magic dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna buff the magic dragon.
I'm telling my mom, and
No,
she's
you
Wasn't
won't.
that what you were doing before we went on break?
That is true.
Oh, that's bad. Dragon.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw what you DM'd me, Dan. And on the way back from the store, some very many bad dragon jokes were made.
Oh yeah, too many of them in fact.
Oh fuck.
So yeah, in
So-
that case, throw that rune on Maha's hand wraps. I think that'd probably be the most overall benefit.
In case of fairness, though, Aslan, have you any objection to that?
No objection.
Okay.
I'm sure that Glinthatook would happily accept.
Right. So
Yes.
So I'm doing the weapon or the armor potency on Pax's armor. I'm doing the striking 2, which I can afford on my own now after that additional bit of gold.
Potency 2, not striking 2.
Potency 2. Yeah, I keep saying striking, but that's because I'm also just constantly looking at my weapon stats. And the word striking is what comes up, and my brain is very smooth, and that's how that works in my head.
I suppose the second level striking is called like greater striking or something like that. But
Yeah. But yes, so the weapon potency 2 will be going on to Maha's hand wraps. And I will be putting the wounding on my bastard sword.
Oh god.
Then beyond that, is there an action I can take to make sure we don't get cannoned out of the sky by enemy pirates this time? Does that exist? Is that just some
There is
steep
not.
fuck?
Well, buy a large cannon that can shoot further than their cannons can, hopefully. A wand of fireball.
it's called let Fef get liquored up and toss them over onto their ship.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, I do believe ones have been updated.
I'm updating all of the Glinthatook ones.
Gotcha.
Because not only do I have to update my my own hand wraps, I have to go in and update all of his attacks.
But
Yeah, beyond that, no, I got nothing.
Lorenz, your weapon should be upgraded, and Pax, your armor should be upgraded properly.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Excellent. Feel free to give a few test rolls if you would like. Especially you, Lorenz, because I know we had that discussion about whether
Right.
to do what.
So I'll just do a damage roll because I
Yeah.
don't need to do an attack roll. The bleeding didn't come out.
Oh, right, because it's a separate roll.
Okay.
Oh, and I misread it. You are correct, by the
Yeah, I figured such.
way. 1d6 on a normal hit, 12 on a persist. God damn.
3 from strength, and then 2 from boost. Yep. Okay. Looks like everything is tracking right.
Excellent. Perfect. Much 1d6 every turn after roll.
Right. Just making sure that's something I'm gonna have to manually do, which is fine. I just wanted to know.
Yep. Just gonna have to remember it.
Cool.
Right. So,
Um,
anything else anyone would like to do during oh. Oh shit. Anyone would like to do during the downtime?
No, I was too dumb to think about grabbing ingredients to do alchemy shit on the way.
I think Maha might just have a little bit of banter with the captain, just get to know a little more about like what all this ship tends to be used for, if it has any reputation that might have it being chased by anyone for no reason in particular. That paranoia has not gone away.
No, that's fair. Fuck. So,
I'd say it's relatively well earned at this point.
yes, I would agree.
Is it really paranoia when you're right?
The captain
Caution.
the captain is actually a very swarthy kobold of azure coloring. He just no, we are a very reputable passenger ship, actually. We do occasionally do cargo, though we don't have much room. And at the moment, we are full up on cargo, so weren't able to take on any more in Go Great.
And no particularly upset or ill-favored reviews.
No. Why? Have you heard something?
No, not at all. Just
He's
a little wary.
he's just looking at you like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Well, no, we are a reputable passenger ship. If you have any complaints, I would be happy to do what needs to be done to help.
I
To help
believe everything
alleviate.
has been everything has been quite satisfactory thus far. Thank you.
Okay. And he kind of rubs at some of the scales that are like by his eye. Just. Eh? Uh, will there be anything else?
At this moment, I don't believe so. Just wanted to know. Just the reputation is all. Good to hear that things are in good standing, and hope that everything is smooth sailing.
Okay. Sure.
I was just gonna kind of try and quietly excuse himself at this point.
Sure. The captain just very fucking confused. I'm trying to find a specific image that I should have had saved years ago, but I didn't.
Yeah, this is a situation where Maha's 18 charisma is not coming through for him.
Right. No. Yeah. By the way, in memes chat, this is basically just the captain looking at Maha right now.
I'd say that's fair. That is quite fair.
Fuck is this guy's problem? Otherwise, your 4-day travel from the city of Gugrait to Auhax actually goes smoothly and without incident.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Holy shit.
He just disappeared.
The best part is you shouted enjoy so happily, you fucking spiked your goddamned audio levels and just you
Cut.
peaked. Yeah.
You did that. You were literally that critical video. Where
Yeah, it was perfect.
Just celebrating it landing safely and just vanishes into the astral plane.
Vanishes into the astral plane, and in his place, Glinthatuk reappears where Maha was standing. Just the fuck just happened?
That's not how this works.
Where?
Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
Fuck. However, no, I'm kidding.
All the way off.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for it.
No, everything goes fine. Nothing happens. Lorenz is able to peacefully transfer the runes, taking, what cost you need to. And you arrive in the city of Auhax, one of the 5 Hasir Prince city, formerly Hasir Prince cities. And it looks like, well, exactly like a city that is renowned for its trade and prosperity would be known for. There is as you're kind of approaching, you can see as you're passing overhead, there is a proper dock along the river.
Right, I remember that this was on a river.
It's an offshoot of the larger river that you pass over on your way. I passed over about a few hours ago. That one was much larger, and that one, as the captain actually pointed out, leads out to the ocean. This is an offshoot that they even use to kind of navigate to the city proper.
Okay.
But there's a fairly large dock region, or dock quarter, effectively, in the city, and then even slightly to the north of that is an even larger airship quarter, where Gugrait had 4 airship towers, Auhax has 12. And each one are actually multi-tiered, where a lot of the ones you see are it's just there's a few docks at the top of the tower. These have easily 3 to 4 tiers each tower, so that each tower, even just one of these towers, can handle 16 airships each, depending on the size.
That's a whole lot of docks.
Yes, there's a lot of docking happening.
I don't like the sounds of that.
Nope.
I was tempted to be a little bit more just like even less less dignified. I was like, that's a lot of dicks. Docks.
I mean, if you'd done that, I would have gone worse with mine too. So it's probably good you didn't.
It's like both, really.
Well, no, because I would have followed up with I don't like the sounding of that.
Look, all jokes aside, we get it. That's a lot of towers, there's a lot of ships, and a lot of coxswains.
You know what? All right. I won't even be mad about that one.
No, yeah, that's
That's
well done. No. Hold on, wait.
Yep.
just out of frame.
Yes,
Perfect.
naturally. It has to clear Twitch TOS. So,
Alright, dark side, calm down.
Dark Side Phil.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The rest of the city is a very large city, obviously built on trade. Even docks aside, airship towers aside, there is a lot of land traffic as well. Just caravans that you can see even from the airship. They're just caravans along the road, just dozens of them, just going along the fucking road, the road, the main road. And this the city of Auhax is much larger than than what Gugrate was. While Gugrate is a traveling hub, it is also not in a region that is known for its trade, whereas the Hasir princes were before being integrated into the empire, the five jewels of trading of the continent. They were able to hold out the longest against joining the empire, just due to the sheer amount of trade that they were and power through trading that they were able to do. And funnily enough, the captain and Azalin, you would know this from your history, even. Everyone, make me a society check if you'd like to know more.
Okay.
Would you like to know more?
I'd like to know more. Oh. I like how Maha's knocked thefts to be a better roll.
It's just,
The
I feel
emissary
like-
here don't know shit.
No, and that kind of tracks just because you weren't part of an emissary for this part of the continent. I would say Pax, weirdly, and Beth and Lorenz, you both are. Huh, that's interesting. Is that the proper way you've always spelled Lorenz? I thought it was A-U.
No, it's O.
Huh. I'm wrong. Sorry. You three would know that Auhax, this city that kind of spreads out before you, is the third largest city of the Seer Prince's capitals. Even this large city, they get bigger effectively.
I just know they get bigger because I used to live in the Duvarian capitals, so I know what a bigger city looks like.
That's true. I'm speaking specifically of the five.
Oh,
Of the
okay.
five Hasir Prince cities, this is the third largest.
Gotcha.
As the fair wind comes into dock, you guys are the gangplank is set across, and you are able to depart the ship without hassle, without molestation. Welcome to Auhax.
Thank you.
Are there any city officials here waiting to meet people getting off ships?
Not up on the towers. They are at the base of the towers.
Okay.
So as you guys kind of take your stuff and descend down the towers, there are city officials kind of like there, guards, and actually at the base of the towers and between the towers, it is much the similar sight of what you saw in Go Great, the kind of bizarre like pop-up bazaar, markety counters, criers kind of thing. but much bigger because, of course, it's a much larger area.
Right, grander scale and all that. Remind me, when we first took on this job for transporting the package and all, was this like, was it kind of kept more or less like clandestine, or was this something that was kind of supposed to be known to be being
You
transferred?
actually didn't even know that the captain had this thing that he was that Captain Turian had this. You guys were just to effectively watch over the bodyguard the wares, the merchant the mercantile wares that he had.
Okay.
With no real knowledge of the artifact that you now are kind of transporting.
Right.
We were
because the
told initially
captain
he
gave
had
this to us.
cookware and luxury items.
Yes.
Okay. And then it was after the ship had crashed when the captain had handed the chest off to us and told us to deliver this to. Got the name here? Was it Radacaster?
Yes. I was wondering if anyone would wrote it down or would remember.
I wrote it down.
I wrote it
Mhm.
down too.
This was when my notes were good.
Yep, that was like very first thing I wrote in my notes was Radacaster and Alhax deliver the chest to him. Pirates are after it, willing to destroy the ship and take no prisoners for it. So now comes the question of
How do we find him?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, is this someone that we should be openly asking about for? And if not, how the fuck did we find him? Because he, as far as I remember, the captain didn't really tell us anything other than just the name.
Right.
To be fair, he was impaled on rebar, basically.
I would, but yeah.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have the streetwise skill feat, which means I can use society instead of diplomacy to gather information. And there's some bonuses for it being a place I don't have, being a place I frequent. Lol. But that's more for recalling knowledge and stuff like that. Would Streetwise make it easier for me to gather information in a more clandestine way, like, or in a quieter way, like without having to ask questions and make ourselves look like fucking tourists, basically?
Yeah, I'd allow that. I'd allow that.
I was gonna say if we are wanting to be open about it, I actually am expert on diplomacy. So like I could get a really solid dig into it, but that does kind of require actually like putting it out there. So
Right.
like it's probably, if we're not sure what we're getting ourselves into, probably best to see about getting it quietly and then going from there.
We can at least gather information on Radacoster, and then we can make our
Make inquiries if need be.
exactly. So we can effectively like chain these together, basically. God damn it. So yeah, I guess as we head into the city proper and start to get stuck into the thick of it, God damn it. I'm gonna use Streetwise to try and gather information on our guy and see if it's a well-known person or somebody on the lower end.
Okay. Hit me with that society check.
Oof, not great. Doesn't really help when you roll a fucking 4.
Yeah. Nothing really nothing comes up effectively. The people you kind of on the down low kind of try and pump for information.
Well, and I'm not even trying to pump information to see if he's specifically on the down low. Like, I want to know anything about this guy.
It doesn't. Nothing quite comes up. Is what I'm saying. Not quite.
Right.
Roll a 4, not quite.
At that point, Lawrence, that wasn't based on my suspicions. This is somebody who is not wanting to be found.
Hmm. Well, that makes our job a little difficult then, doesn't it?
I'll just say it was a DC 15 check.
I know, but now I have to act on the information I have.
Yeah.
Right.
Who came up? He doesn't want to be found then. Nobody knows this guy.
No one that you asked.
May I
Right.
offer a suggestion on course of action? Perhaps we should inquire as to where our previous ship was supposed to be, or who it was supposed to be in contact with.
Oh, you mean like a
Like, who were we supposed to deliver our cookware and
right
luxury items to?
effectively asking the dock master.
Right. Wait,
Yeah.
I actually do not remember the name of the captain of our ship. I know you had just mentioned it
Turian?
earlier.
Hurry in.
Captain
Turian,
Turian,
yeah.
and the ship was the Morning Wind.
Yes.
Right.
It
So
would
yeah,
be
we should
possible.
probably, in that case, yeah, seeing like this ship was supposed to have come in. What was the plan supposed to be for it? I guess, yeah.
Right. Okay. As you come in, or as you make your way to the dock master's office, the receptionist kind of hold on. Take a number. What, et cetera, et cetera. Be with you in a moment, kind of thing.
Right.
Democracy Simulator, my favorite.
Fucking hell. It's you wait for a little bit, but it's not too terribly long until you meet the dock. You get to the dock master, which is a Tengu actually, sitting behind a desk. Just how can I help you? Secretary informs me that you are asking after information about a ship that was supposed to come in.
Yes, we were supposed to be arriving some weeks ago on it was like a trader's ship, right? Or
Yes,
was it? Yeah,
mercantile
yeah,
ship.
yeah. We were supposed to be arriving some weeks ago on a mercantile ship, the Morning Wind.
He kind of reaches into like effectively has a book attached to his belt via chain. Pulls it open, and it's a big book too. Just
Right.
makes no goddamn sense why he has it attached to his waist. But
just like later, Mario's just like, the thing probably weighs more than I do. Jeez.
So, unfortunately, that might lead to him having a bad nickname like a Grimoire Waste or something.
Woof.
fine,
No, you're not.
fine. Shut up. I tried to aggressively close my notebook at TJ, and it just like fell out of my hands. Fuck. I don't take notes for incoming airships. Obviously, I write down the names as they arrive. That being said, the Morning Wind has made it through this region more often, I would say. Generally unloading various goods, various different merchants. It seems that the captain did not favor one particular merchant over any other, preferring to go outside of the merchant guild officiated merchants.
See.
Outside of the guild reach, as it were. Captain Tyrion was eh, had not quite managed to get membership into the Merchants Guild, which explains why you were hired for protection. In a proper member of the Merchants Guild, the Merchants Guild would have provided proper escort and guard.
Bitch, I will show you my fighting ability.
Please.
He holds up a pacifying hand. I do not mean to insult your combat prowess. You obviously lived through your encounter, which is no mean feat from the sound of it. What I mean to say is, the Merchants Guild keeps guard on retainer to escort their members to see them safely to their destination. Since Captain Tyrion was outside of the guild hierarchy, he had to go a little mercenary for his protection.
I see.
That being said, I deal with so many captains, I don't think I can properly say I'm friends with any one captain. I would say his loss will be missed. And I thank you all for bringing news of his passing.
I don't suppose in the weeks since the ship was meant to arrive, was there anyone else that had come asking for news of his arrival?
A few merchants that he had, I'm assuming he had deals with, had come about. However, are you looking for someone specific?
I'm internally debating whether to actually give the name proper or not. Fuck it. I don't know where else we're going to get the information like that would be away from other like potential prying ears, so here's probably as good as any. There was one specific person that I recall being mentioned for making a delivery to, one Radacaster.
Actually, rolled. I believe, actually, I've heard of that name. Reticaster, you said? That
Just
is
nods.
that is. He runs a magical item shop, actually, on the eastern side of the city. I've heard his name thrown around between various different people traveling in and out and whatnot.
Excellent. I don't suppose you have a name of the shop. Shit.
Oh, the DM does not.
DM is buffering.
I believe, if I recall correctly, the name was the Trick Sleeve. Or it could be the Dragon Seal. I'm not good with business names. I'm a dock master.
That is fair enough. I'm sure that so many different business names and ships come around that it's hard to keep everything all in order. Even with a log like that. And just pointing at the book.
Yeah. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes, but I've been dock master now for 30 years. And everyone has the dock runs smoothly. Everyone pays their dues, and everyone gets fair fair treatment in my docks.
Well. Well, I thank you for your time, and again, apologize for having to bring the grim news of Captain Turian's passing.
And he actually holds up a hand before desk drawers and lines up actually 7 shot glasses, taking one for himself and one for himself, and just cheers, Captain Turian.
To the captain. Yeah, Maha will take the shot in his honor.
I'll raise the drink, but put it down. I'm not drinking it.
There. Well, I don't mean to usher you out very quick. I don't mean to usher you out, but I do have a few other appointments to keep.
Of course, of course. Thank you once again for pointing us over towards our associate Radicaster.
Of course, I'm glad I was able to help.
Fare thee well.
And you.
Suppose now that
Exit
Yep.
the dockmaster's office, back out into Alhax. It is now about late afternoon, I would say. Not quite evening. Mid to late afternoon.
Well, we know roughly where in town to look and what kind of shop we're looking for, though having a specific one to pin down. Shall we go shopping about, or does anyone have any other ideas for how to find our customer?
Sorry, I'm actually looking over feats and whatnot right now, so my silence is actually warranted here. Trying to think if
Yeah.
there's anything.
Lawrence just shrugs. I tried my thing.
So I guess you guys are heading over to the eastern part of the city?
Yeah, I think we can
Yeah.
probably head that way, and I guess we know if he's just a shopkeep. I suppose at this point we could probably I could probably just try and ask around to see which shop is
Yeah.
run by him.
Sure. And Lawrence, if you want to try again in part of the city, I'd allow a recheck.
I can do a society check as well.
I think actually it would be diplomacy for gather information.
Oh,
Right. It was from the feat that that Lorenz has that lets him use society instead.
Okay, I can still do a check though, and I think I will.
Hot diggity damn.
Jesus. Yeah. We are the fucking top sleuths right now. Holy shit.
Everyone crit. Everyone critically succeeded. Lorenz, the reason that the DC was so high in the last one is just because you were in the wrong part of town, basically.
That's 4.
You also rolled a 4. But no, as you guys get like into the proper part of town, it almost immediately like, oh yeah, Redicaster. He runs the fucking the dragon seal. Yeah. Go 3 blocks down that way, take a right, take a left, take a right. Go 4 more blocks, take a left, take a right. You'll find it.
Well, just sitting there, it's just like, why not just go all that way and then take one left? What? like the thing is, for me as a person, I'm what you would call directionally challenged. But Maha is just hearing this, just like making this way more fucking complicated than it need to be, man.
So yeah, all three of you are very quickly able to just boop, track down this fucking shop. And it's a corner store. You actually hanging outside above is in brass is a runic steel circle, and inside in brass is the outline of a dragon head with what looks to be a topaz where the eye should be, with a open doorway with a kind of like a bead curtain for a front door.
Right. Right. Just kind of staring at it, and just mental note to Glenn the two guys. I'm looking at the seal. It's just like, thoughts on this?
Appropriately fancy.
Shall I let him know
Did
that?
Maha ask thoughts about this out loud or in his head?
No, mentally to
Okay.
Glenn the two. Just well, I can let the shopkeep know that his signage has the approval of an actual dragon.
If that's a real
Topaz have any significance to you?
no, it's just a very pretty gemstone.
That is fair.
You should take it.
I disagree.
Take the gemstone. It's worth something. It's shiny. Take it. Keep it.
Hoarding
dragons are
instinct.
magpie.
Got it. No, the dragon's a dragon. The dragon wants hoard.
You're trying to make a pile out of them. God damn it.
Right. So I suppose something that I'm thinking now is, do we want to, go to the shop to actually speak with Radicaster during the day, or should we potentially go closer to like end of shop hours, so that if this is something that needs discussed in more private, we can do so like after closing?
By the time you're getting there, I will say it is getting late in the day.
Okay. Well, I suppose we can just head on in then.
Who's
Unless
who's
anyone-
actually holding the golden magic 8-ball right now?
Wasn't the chest like attached to, was it Lorenz's pack?
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
I lashed it to the bottom of my pack, basically right under where my bedroll would have been. So I have had it.
Right. Okay. Well, shall we go ahead, window shop a bit, and then make our delivery?
Seems like it's a plan to me.
I think we should get rid of it sooner rather than later.
Valid.
True. This has been a delivery job that has been a little more than I'd have liked taken on, but
Yes, the sooner we dispose of it, maybe we'll be less liable to have a target on our backs, at least.
agreed. Oh. Ma will just open the door and just usher in everybody. It's like, shall we?
Open the beaded curtain, you mean?
Oh, I forgot it was a curtain.
Yes.
I forgot it was. I thought it was. For
No,
some
you're
reason,
fine.
I had missed that detail.
Oh, that's fine. It's a very open floor plan as you get inside. Dim, you smell very strong scent of incense. I believe the closest equivalent to our real world scent would be a dragon's blood. That are
I'm
familiar with incense.
not familiar with that particular.
It's sweet, but in an not quite floral. It's made from the sap of a tree. So it's sweet and plant like, but rather than being floral or even like grassy, it's a bit more earthen while being sweet.
Okay.
So syrupy.
Not quite is the thing, because it's processed and then made into a powder, so it loses that kind of burning sugar, burning plant sugar smell, and it's just like it smells like burning sweet soil.
I'm actually very curious and kind of want to get some of this just to actually smell it now, because you've got my interest.
It's really pleasant, and odd facts, it's actually considered one of the major purifying elements alongside sage in the otherwise.
Neat.
No, dragon's blood resin incense.
Yeah. Thank you, Tita. That's a much better description than I've ever given. So, as you walk in, that scent is very much prevalent throughout the store, in the dim light. And through a back, you hear from above you a ding, like the fact that you didn't walk through a door. And out from the back of the store, through another beaded curtain, kind of crouches low before standing up to full height, a 6'7" cat folk, based off of a tiger, a tigerish cat folk, I should say. Broad shouldered, wearing pince-nez spectacles on its face, and he just stands up to full height and just, yes, how can I help you?
You are the caster, yes?
I am indeed the cast.
Matter simple. We have a delivery from one Captain Turian.
A mention of Captain Turian's name, his eyes go wide, and he looks to the door, and immediately you see his clawed hand kind of goes through the air, burning a runic sigil in the air before a magical force kind of comes through the doorway where the door would be, and it just it's a solid wall that obscures the outside, and deafens sound from coming from the street. As actually does happen also to the windows that are actually make up the front of the shop, and just come from. You are aware of Captain Torian? I thought, when he did not arrive, I had thought he dead.
He is, unfortunately, the ship came under attack from pirates. He did manage to recover the good he was meant to give you, and unsling the pack too.
You've covered it. Thank you. So, and he quickly just like snatches the chest out of your hands effectively before carefully opening it up and just pulling out the golden orb. Just, you have saved a part of my life's work, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Really, will go a long way in helping my research.
If you don't mind my asking, what is it about this that has been so important that pirates would be so dedicated to continue to follow us specifically for this? The ones that were after us even after taking down the ship and searching for its remnants, continued to chase us as we tried to make our way here.
Did you lose them? Did they follow you here?
We killed them. At least we killed their leader.
Fair enough.
Well, there was that whole other airship, if you recall.
That was the
Yeah, they were gonna scoop up the Minotaur. Remember?
Yeah, but and then
Yeah.
Maha, make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
This, and he kind of deliberates for a second before he kind of nods and kind of opens up the front. He's wearing a very loose fitting robe, and he just kind of opens up the front and just drops the artifact, the golden artifact, into an internal pocket you can only guess, and yet the robe does not bulge out in any way when it drops in. The artifact that you have acquired for me is a smaller piece of a puzzle. It, I believe, is an artifact that is part of the long lost map to the Grand Dragon Horde, lost long ago.
Ma just mentally just trying to tune in for any kind of reaction from Glinthatook at this.
is this motherfucker telling us that this little orb is part of the key to Treasure Planet?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I am.
I, however, was going to ask if they left their horde in one piece.
You know, I made the joke in my head, but now I want to ask about the hot furry sailor lady.
Captain Amelia, yes.
There we go. I love that it took you a sec.
God damn it. Yeah. So, does Glinthatook make any kind of?
Oh, you feel a surge of emotions from Glinthatook.
Chief amongst which would be?
He has a mighty need.
It's a mixture of disbelief at the fact that disbelief, rage, hunger, and joy.
Just again, eyebrows kind of raised at this, and just feeling this kind of internal rush. Just, I'd been informed that this was from potentially magic from the time of dragons, but to a grand dragon horde.
Yes, it is. It is said that when the combined mortal races defeated the great dragon army and drove them from the lands, their hordes were captured and consolidated into a single pile of treasure. The combined wealth of hundreds of dragon hordes, if not thousands.
I'm guessing that he's not happy to hear this right now. I'm guessing that rage is probably turning more chief.
My horde is not on this continent. I don't give a shit.
Just, fuck you, got mine. Got it.
I could have a bigger horde.
You and what body?
Yours!
You think I'm gonna sit around on a pile of fucking gold all my life?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't want to get bleached and die.
Bleached? Glinthatook, of course, not knowing what the fuck the bleaching is for gnomes, but forgive me. You are due recompense. Kind of shuffles, gracefully slides back into the the back room before coming back and depositing a large sack into your hand, Lorenz.
I opened a sack.
I'm not going to finish the thought I just had.
Inside
In the
is
truck.
500 platinum pieces.
You know that scene in Pulp Fiction where John Travolta opens the case and the shiny light hits him in the face?
Yep.
Yep.
That's usually what happens.
All right, you know what? Fuck. I'm finishing the thought. The large sack in his hand was Xavier's bigger.
Probably not, considering this is 500 platinum, but it will be filled with just as much care.
Fuck! Nice.
No regrets.
No Robert. But yes, so when Vincent We Happy is finally done happening, I seal the bag back up. This is very appreciated. Thank you.
I have been saving it for many years. Hopes that someone would find this additional missing piece of this map. If my research is true, that is just a drop in the bucket. What the overall wealth? 500 platinum.
That's a lot.
So, speed on my hands, please. And also, I'd like
83.3 for everybody.
Yep.
So 83 platinum, 3 gold for everyone.
3 gold, 3 silver, 3 copper if you want to go like all the way down, probably.
Yeah, probably for the best. I love watching everyone's mouse cursors move on the screen, just as you guys go about your various character sheets. Especially watching TJ's now just go. Boop, 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 boop. That was good.
Just put it all in at the same time.
In addition to 500 platinum pieces, you all receive 1,000 experience points.
Oh shit, bitch!
insta level
Damn.
with some leftover? Question mark.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are now effectively the same XP total you were already into the next level.
Also, I forgot to up my health from the other days of rest on the ship.
Yeah,
so
you'd be fully
I
rested.
should be at max. Yeah.
So Pax is going to raise his hand from the back of the group.
Yes, how
Just
can
real
I?
quick.
Yes.
Now that we deliver this, are people going to keep trying to kill us?
No, you have nothing unless you go flashing around all that money. But
Like Beth is gonna shrug and just like, job's done,
But they knew we had it.
but we don't know more. Job's done.
and you do not have it anymore.
It feels like somebody didn't think this all the way through. And you all should be worried I'm saying that.
Does anyone else aside from the pirate crew know that you have it? Had it?
No. We never showed or spoke of the artifact to anyone. We viewed it in private to see what it was and observed amongst ourselves, but there was nobody else.
Aside from that pirate crew, whose captain you have already killed, no one else knows. Who knows? Maybe that pirate crew has broken up, given up. Maybe they still hunt you. There is no way of knowing until they show up again. If they show up again. But, truthfully, I cannot thank you enough for delivering this to me. With the, this is a much, and a small piece of a grander puzzle. And, should my other contacts come through, and the rest of I receive what I hope would be the rest of the pieces, should I get the completed map, I will be in touch with you. If you would like, help me find the Grand Dragon Horde.
Am I just hearing a cacophony of yes in my head from Glyn the Duke?
Oh yeah, yes, 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 yes.
You might see a little bit of eye twitching at the last couple of yeses. Just
Baha's eyes, for some reason, turn into dollar signs. It's really weird because the US dollar is not in this setting. But,
Christ.
It would keep him from seeing.
well played.
Shit.
Hey, so my Feats browser is frozen.
Same. I'm
Yeah,
reloading
mine's
right
all
now.
bugged out too. I tried refreshing it and it didn't work. I'm gonna try it again.
Oh my.
Perhaps everyone trying to access it at once may have done something.
No, because I tried accessing it earlier because I actually had an error on one of my feats, so I went to open up the list to search for it, and it didn't open. It just got stuck halfway loading.
Weird.
Yeah, it's stuck on the guns and gears.
Yeah, same for me.
Well, don't worry about it for now.
Yeah.
I
We'll come
will,
back to it.
whenever I effectively exit the session, I'll just restart the server, and we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
That's bad.
Thank you very much. If you need while you are in the city, please do not hesitate to let me know. I am forever dead. That being said, I do believe actually that is a good spot to end the session on. Level up.
I think that's all right. Yeah.
Your current.
We get time to just set all of our.
Actually, before you go, do you plan to stay in Auhax for long?
No, I was just gonna kind of look at the rest of the group, expectantly. Just. Do we?
We don't know yet.
That is fair. Then I give you a warning. A warning. From a friend to friend.
I like the sound of that.
Try not to get involved in local politics. Things are fragile right now.
I don't suppose would I be able to possibly make like a society check to see if I would know why that's such a thing, or
I'll actually let you do a diplomacy.
I would like to do so as well, actually.
Okay. Rolling a 3, it wound up being a 15. Holy shit.
You know, fuck it. End of session. Using hero point.
Okay.
Well,
Well, oh.
I'll be goddamned.
What does the emissary know about politics?
It is, and actually, Zindros, I'll give you a bonus just because, due to your origin, I'll say. But Maha, you would know more about this. The general region of the Hasir princes, there is a growing faction within the Hasir Prince society that views the war as not their problem and more as a drain upon them more than the empire, and views the war as the perfect time to
Dies, I assume.
secede,
Right.
restore the ancient the Hassia princes as a independent region, or regions, I should.
Yeah, Maha is going to give a very knowing nod at Redicaster's mention of the fragile state of the political sphere here. Just that makes a lot more sense than I wish it did.
Since you are, well, most of you are from further south, not to Zindros, actually. I would not want to see you get involved in politics that you may not be viewed in the most positive of light in. And I would say, if you find someone that does not necessarily take kindly to you, try not to take it too personally, although I know that is difficult. That being said, that is where we will end the session.
All right.
Guys, a little bit of a ooh.
Right.
Intrigue.
Yes. So, as the level 4, before I restart the server to kind of hopefully get this fixed. Thank you to everyone that came out to watch the session tonight. I do hope everyone had fun. I do hope you guys had fun as well.
Yes.
The beginning branch of the main storyline has been completed. You guys are now officially free agents.
Yay, Act 1.
Act 1 is complete, yes. And with it, you are now actually up to the exact same level that you were at the end of the last campaign.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to fight a dragon.
Fuck.
Blinthitude goes rogue. No,
Lord.
believe actually it took 17 sessions in the last campaign to get to level 4, and session 8. Admittedly, I figured since it is kind of the end of an act, as it were, I figured it would be appropriate to give the milestone level up, as it were.
Right.
But yeah. So, thank you for coming out. We will be back next week. Next week, I actually have the weekend off, so there won't be a worry of getting interrupted.
Hooray.
Yeah. What will happen next week? Who knows? I don't. Fuck. See you guys next week.
Well, goodbye.
That is kind of just the mantra for tabletop, isn't it?
Yeah.